All right, today we're going to be doing subtract linear expressions. All right, here's our first question. We're going to first look into models with subtracting linear expressions. So first you want to subtract like terms and use zero pairs if needed. So here I have 6x plus 3. So I have 6 x's plus 3. And it says that I have to take away 2x and take away 2 positives. I have to take away everything. So you have to think of that I'm taking away the 2x and I'm taking away the positive 2. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to take away from this 6x here 2 x's. So I'm going to cross off these 2 x's. So I'm left with 4 x's. Okay? All right, and then I have to take away, we'll do this purple. I have to take away this 2 here. So I'm going to take away 2 positives over here. So I'm left with this 1 right here. So I have a positive 1 left over. Okay, so my final answer would be 4x plus 1. Now, if I didn't want to use models, then what you would do is you would do 6x plus 3. You would subtract 2x, and then you would have to subtract the 2. And then you can combine like terms. So this would be 6x minus 2x, and then 3 minus 2. Oops. Okay, and then this would be 4x plus 1. Okay, let's go on to the next one. So here's example 2. I have 2x minus 3, okay, or I have 3 negatives. And I have to take away an x, and I have to take away 2 negatives. So let's do take away. So I have 2x minus 3, and I have to take away an x. So I'm going to do that right now. So I'm going to get rid of this x. And then for the second set, I have to take away, make this red. So I'm going to take away a negative 2. So here are 2 negatives. I'm going to take them away. So what do I have left over? Well, I have this green x right here. So I have x. And then I have this negative 1. So I have minus 1. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what that looks like with algorithm. So I have 2x minus 3. And then I have to take away the, so I'm going to put the minus x minus 2. Okay. So I'm going to take away the x. So I have 2x minus 3 and then minus x. Then I have to take away a negative 2. And when I do that, I'm actually adding 2 here. Okay. So then let's go ahead and combine like terms. I have a 2x and a minus x. So 2x minus x. And then I have a negative 3 plus 2. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Combine my like terms. So 2x minus x is x. And then I have a negative 3 plus 2, and that would be negative 1. And that would be my final answer. And this is how you do it with models. So the next one, we're not going to have models. I'm going to do it without models to show you how to do that. Okay, so we're going to use the additive inverse to subtract. Okay, so I see that I have 6x plus 5, and then I'm taking away everything, 3x plus 1. So I'm going to add the opposite. Okay, so I have 6x. So I have 6x plus 5. And then I'm going to add the opposite. Okay, so I'm going to put plus, and then I'm just going to put the opposite. So what I'm doing is I'm putting the negative in here and in here. So then I have a negative 3x. And then I have a negative or minus 1. So I'm doing the opposite to each one of these. Okay? Do you want to make this yellow though? Right? So the next step would be to remove the parentheses. So I'm going to go ahead and just write everything else the same without the parentheses. Now I have addition, right? Negative 3x and then minus 1. Now the next step is to group like terms. So I'm going to find my like terms. So I have a 6x and a negative 3x. So I'm going to write them together. So I have 6x plus a negative 3x. And then I have, we'll do purple, plus 5. And then you could say plus a negative 1 if you want, or minus 1, whatever you want, however you want to write it, okay? And then I'm going to go ahead and simplify. So I have 6x plus a negative 3x. That's really just 6x minus 3x, so I have 3x. And then for my constants, I have a 5 minus 1, so that is plus 4. So my simplified expression is 3x plus 4. So the important thing when you are subtracting is to make sure that you subtract. A lot of students will subtract this first one, but they will forget the second term that's in the parentheses. You have to subtract everything in the grouping. Okay, so it's kind of like you distribute the negative to each one. Okay, so don't forget to make sure that that subtraction sign goes to both of them. And then you could just combine like terms like you would when adding expressions.